Green Team Media.
Suzanne created this amazing world that was on the page, and then it's our job as filmmakers to translate that into something visual, and it's a combination of casting and photography and production design and music, and you know, a lot of that was left by Suzanne for Gary to interpret, but she was very generous that way, but she was also extremely collaborative. She was supportive of Gary and his need as an artist to have his own interpretation, but she was there for any question, and it turned out to be a collaboration. She did a lot of archery training, she did a lot of running, a lot of physical training to just get her strength, prepare herself for the physicality of the role, for climbing the trees, for shooting the bow and arrow. So there was a lot of physical work. She was on 8 weeks before we started training for that, just you know, in California, and then came out here and kept going. And once we got in the woods, you really needed that. She's constantly going through the woods, climbing rocks and trees and along rivers, and that physical strength that she was able to fine-tune during pre-production came in really handy. Josh Hutcherson is a great actor who has, you know, has a little bit of that off camera too, where he's not somebody who you think is going to be the guy that gets the girl, or the guy that wins the game, or the guy that can, you know, survive in the toughest circumstances. But don't count him out, because he's going to be there at the end, and he's a fighter, and he's scrappy, and he's strong, and he's smart, and he's able to do it. And you know, we saw that in Josh. It was funny because, you know, some people were kind of on the fence, and when that came up, it was really interesting because it was so true to what the character is. Well, yeah, Gary and I have known each other since 1997, and you know, as I said, his children are really the ones who informed him about the book. They're both avid readers. They're 16 years old. They are right there in the center of the group that this book is written for. And Gary's very close with his kids. And he believes in them. He trusts their taste. And when they said that this was something that they connected with and responded to, it was something that he really, you know, was interested in pursuing. This has been a very big, very ambitious project. It takes place in a small town in you know, North Carolina, but it also grows into this futuristic world and a completely alternative universe, a different society, a different world where every single item has to be fabricated. Every person has a look that we've never seen before and has to be hand done, from the wardrobe to the hair and makeup and just every detail. And we have a crew of perfectionists with Phil Messina, our production designer, Judiana McCoskey, our costume designer, great hair and makeup team, and Gary leading the way as the most you know, perfectionist of all.